I think efficiency is becoming increasingly important, and I'm seeing design systems becoming increasingly important. So not just designing an amazing screen, but designing a component or a small part of a screen which can be used multiple times, which can scale. How can we create a pattern, something basic that can be slightly adjusted, that's good quality, that can be used across several different screens, those 50 screens that we see coming in the next year. So creating some like a building block of UI that can be used several times with small adaptations. A metaphor I can say is instead of uh, drawing a picture every time, you're drawing the outline of the picture, and then you're allowing it to be copied and adjusted. So these are what we call design systems and design components that can, where you build one thing once and then it can be used many times.
I think it's kind of like what I hear you say is like think about scalability. This also applies to writing. Like, is there a way to create like frameworks or blocks of content design systems?
So we call them patterns, and a building block or a framework. A good example is error messages. So there's maybe, let's say there's like 100 errors that can happen in the backend code. And they'll all be slightly different, and the takeaway that the person needs or the action the person needs to take might be slightly different. But they all follow a certain structure, and we want to communicate them in the same way. An error message is a unpleasant experience, and people tend to be in a state of mind that's a little bit annoyed when they get an error situation. So they're quite crucial in terms of content. So we would write the title of the error message, the structure of let me see if I can remember. What was our structure? Something went wrong, and maybe detail of what that error was, and then what they should try next. So you should try again, you should contact your administrator, you should go to the help page. So you might write a pattern for that. And in future, any content designer wanting to write an error message would look at that pattern and say, Sabina's already created this one. It's in line to the company's standards. It's in the right tone. It's using the right level of empathy for the user. Now I can just add in what the actual error is and what action I want them to take. But I know that this is already a very, very good template that I can adapt from. And it's much quicker to adapt an existing template than to create fresh content from scratch. So that's an example of a content pattern that we might create.